Taking a look at your Health Watch, every year up to 10 million women in the U.S. suffer from menopause symptoms. That's according to AARP, and many receive little to no treatment.
Yeah, today, though, things are changing.
Yes.
The FDA announced it will no longer require a significant warning label with hormone therapies. Gwen Baumgartner with CBS says the administration is hoping to encourage more women to seek treatment.
The FDA says this so-called black box warning found on more than 20 hormone-based drugs to treat menopause symptoms is uncalled for.
The companies are, generally speaking, very excited when the FDA tells them you can remove a scary warning.
A study found hormone therapy can lead to an increased risk of stroke, blood clots, dementia, and breast cancer. But FDA Commissioner Marty Makary now says the research was misrepresented and the warning is unnecessary.
We are listening to doctors who have been waving the flag in the air saying, hey, we have this wrong. We are listening to women who have been challenging the paternalism of medicine.
Health officials point to studies that suggest hormone therapy has few risks when started before age 60 or within 10 years of menopause symptoms.
We're challenging outdated thinking and recommitting to evidence-based medicine that empowers rather than restricts.
Some medical experts are criticizing the FDA for not being transparent in this process and for not convening an independent panel to look at the issue.
For about 6 or 7 years, I felt like I was struggling.
Patient Colleen Fisher says she found little help from her doctor when looking for relief.
You feel like something's off and you're not quite sure what it is. For me, I had experienced really severe night sweats and gone to my OBGYN, and she sort of was like, suck it up a little bit.
The FDA says hormone therapy still carries significant risks for some women, so patients should talk to their doctor about their symptoms and treatment options. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Last month, the FDA also approved a new non-hormonal option for women, which directly targets body temperature. Menopause will happen, of course, to every woman at a certain age. You don't bypass it. Research funding to study it has historically, though, been limited. Hopefully that's changing, though. Joining me now to talk a little bit more about that is OBGYN doctor, Dr. Cindy Long. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, with this news coming out today, how do you think this is going to impact your patients' lives as we move forward and navigate through all of this?
This is a really exciting win for women. I've been in touch with a lot of my friends across the country who are OBGYNs, and we're really celebrating because we've been fighting for over a decade for this black box to be looked at and to be rescinded, because many, many women have really suffered by getting a lot of misinformation from the medical community that this is not a safe option for them.
Mm-hmm. So how is this going to change their life and impact it as they move forward and you start sharing this information with them when they come to you and say, hey, I'm so tired of these night sweats. I'm so tired of these hormonal changes. They're just taking me up and down all the time.
Well, I've been having these conversations with women for a long time, and it's a twofold process between a conversation around symptoms, which is generally what brings people to us seeking relief, but also benefits. I think that there's been too much conversation around this is too risky, no one should take it, it causes cancer, and way too little emphasis on, well, what are the known benefits? And that's a big part of what drove the decision making to rescind the black box warning, because we've known for a long time that there are profound benefits for women, especially younger women in your 40s and 50s. Hormone replacement therapy reduces the risks of heart attacks, stroke, osteoporosis, and bone fractures. And there's mounting evidence that it can help protect the brain against memory loss and Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm. And so we're also talking about, you know, there's different levels, right? Their hormones come in different, I don't know the right word to say for it, but you don't have to take high levels of some of these things to reap some of the benefits as well.
It's a really complex conversation because there are such a variety of products and options available to people, and it really needs to be a hearty and individualized conversation. So when I talk to patients about what their choices are, I talk soup to nuts, from non-hormonal, such as the medicine that you just mentioned, to traditional hormone replacement therapy, which is really what this conversation is mainly about. These are FDA-approved products containing estrogen and progesterone for menopausal symptoms, to non-traditional or bioidentical options There's a wealth of options available. They all have their risks, benefits, and alternatives, and these conversations need to be nuanced and balance out for any given individual what are their particular risks and benefits based on their goals and where they are in life.
Do you think this is going to change the way that your patients speak with you? I mean, I know for so long, as you've said, women have felt like they weren't being heard, that they didn't have anywhere to go. Do you think this is really going to change healthcare moving forward with them?
More so than the patients, who've been the ones who've really driven the conversation.
Great.
I find that patients are really motivated to seek out information, and information is readily available to them in a way that it wasn't for previous generations. I think our providers need to get updated information on what the particular benefits are of hormone replacement therapy, because too many of them are advising patients based on very outdated information.
So, all right, here we go. Moving forward a little bit. Dr. Long, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate your insight and your experience. Thank you. And of course, I talked with a woman experiencing perimenopause whose symptoms were first dismissed by her primary care doctor. You can watch her story at cbscolorado.com.